Hi, I'm Daisy. Today I'm going to talk to you about the cause, the effect, and the results of calories in versus calories out. Calories in beats calories out equals calorie surplus, muscle gain, fat gain, or both. Calories out beats calories in, caloric deficit. That means fat loss, muscle loss, or both. And calories in equals calories out, maintenance. Everything remains the same. If calories in beat calories out, you have a caloric surplus. In plain English, it means you consumed more calories than you burned, and there was a surplus of leftover calories that never got used. In plain English, you're eating more calories than your body can know what to do with. It's already burned the calories it needed to burn, and you still continue to give it more calories. Since your body has no use for these excess calories, it's going to store them on your body. Your body's pretty smart, and since it uses calories for energy, it knows what use calories to perform whatever task it needs to perform on a daily basis. If you then give additional calories, the amount it stores on your body for later use. There are two primary ways it's stored. First one is fat. And that's pretty obvious. This is, after all, how fat people got fat in the first place. They ate too much, and the result of daily intake was too high, meaning they consistently consumed more calories than their body needed, so the excess was stored in a form of fat. So anyone who's gained weight, any amount of fat, this is how and why it happened. You consumed too much calories, and that your body burned, and the extra leftovers were stored as fat. And the second way is as muscle. This might surprise and confuse you, but it shouldn't. You see, muscle can be built out of nothing. As you can probably imagine, creating new muscle tissue requires a lot of energy and for a lot of calories, meaning in order to build any amount of muscle, your body needs additional calories and the amount that it usually needs. In this case, those extra calories will be stored on your body in the form of muscle. So, a caloric surplus will always result in either muscle gain, good, fat gain, not good, or some combination of both. And this, of course, leads to an obvious question. What causes excess calories to be stored as muscle instead of fat? Quite simply, the proper muscle building signal. Meaning, intelligently designed workout routines that effectively proves to your body that muscle needs to be built. And that is the difference between someone eating is enough to support muscle growth and someone just eating too much to get fat. Okay, calories out beats calories in equals calorie deficit. And in this scenario, this is what's known as a calorie deficit. In plain English, this means you burned more calories than you consumed, and there was a deficit of calories. And I can tell you firsthand that when I started working out, I worked out, walked 2 to 5 miles a day. I did a home workout. I did this for a long time, and I didn't eat but one time a day. And I wasn't losing weight, and I wasn't gaining weight, but I wasn't gaining muscle, and that was my problem. So, consuming less calories, it sounds silly, but, it works. It makes a difference. So, if you're not consuming enough, your body finds some alternative energy source for your body. And your body is pretty smart. It'll use whatever calories you consume as energy to perform what task it needs to perform on a daily basis. If it still needs calories, that amount is going to be use the calories that is previously stored in your body. And there are two primary sources that your body will use energy when this happens. Your stored body fat. Now that scenario is pretty obvious again. This is, after all, how you lose weight. You eat less, which results in a low daily calorie intake, meaning you consistently consume fewer calories than your body needs. So it uses your stored body fat for energy instead. So anyone has ever lost any amount of fat. This is why and how it happened. You burn more calories than you consumed, and it forced your body to dip into your fat storage and burn your own body fat for energy. The second one is your muscle tissue. And again, this scenario might surprise and confuse you, but it shouldn't. Like I said, muscle is really just calories that were stored on your body. You may like it much more than fat. Your body doesn't really care. So, if you are in calorie deficit and your body needs to find some alternative energy, it won't just completely ignore your muscle tissue and only use fat. It can and will use both. So a calorie deficit will always result in either fat loss, good, muscle loss, not good, or a combination of both. And this, of course, leads to more questions. What causes the body to burn stored fat for energy instead of muscle? And the answer to that is the proper muscle maintenance signal. You know, I mentioned that earlier, that an intelligent designed workout routine is a key factor to signaling your body to use excess calories to build muscle rather than to store fat. Well, a workout routine is also a key factor to signaling your body to maintain muscle and only burn fat. In addition, just like before, the various other aspects of your diet will also play an important role in ensuring your body maintains muscle while you lose fat. However, the big point here is, if your primary goal is losing fat, then there must be a calorific deficit. It is the number one requirement of losing fat loss in the diet plan. Okay, if calories in equals calories out, then that equals maintenance. That's right, calories in doesn't just have to be calories out. Calories out don't have to be calories in. They can actually match each other. What's what we refer to as maintenance, when your daily calorie goal is equal to each other, it's when you consume the same number of calories that you burn every day. In plain English, it's where there's no calorie surplus or deficit, which means that there's no extra energy that needs to be stored on your body as muscle or fat. And there is no reason to dip into your stored energy, fat or muscle, to burn that instead. Rather, everything will just be maintained as is. No weight loss, no weight gain, no fat loss, no fat gain, no muscle loss, no muscle gain, just maintenance. And here's where we finally get into the actual numbers and amounts. Because when calories in is equal to calories out, it means that you are calorie maintenance level. And it's your calorie maintenance level that is the starting point of figuring out exactly what your daily calorie intake should be in order for you to reach the goal and make your body do what you want it to do. And once you know that, you'll also have the key component for putting together the rest of your diet plan: protein, fat, carbs as well. I hope you found this information helpful. I know I did. Thank you for listening, and have a